Hello there, I'm Kelly, a physiotherapist and Pilates instructor. Thank you for watching my antenatal video. Please make sure that you check with your physiotherapist before completing this class. Okay, so we're going to warm up in standing then. So thinking about our Pilates posture whilst we're standing on the mat, first of all, starting with our feet. Imagine if you were looking at a clock face, you want your feet to be facing towards 10 to 2 and your heels out to meet it. From the head position, gently bring chin down towards your chest, lengthen through the back of the neck. Bring shoulder blades back and down, open wide through your chest, wide smiley collarbones. Pull your belly button away from the line of your trousers to activate your core and pull up through pelvic floor muscles. Okay, starting from here then, just some neck folds to start. So you're going to bring chin down to chest, gently roll your chin around the front of your chest. Little semicircles with that neck. Good. Try to stretch off the muscles at the side of the neck and mobilise the top of the spine. And bring that neck round to the middle. Rolling shoulders backwards, big as you can go. Okay, starting off with the arms then. We're going to come out into dumb waiter. So you're going to bend the elbow, squeeze the shoulder blades together and pull the arms back in. If you can, try and come up onto your toes as you do that movement. Up onto the toes, out into dumb waiter. And one more. Coming out into Cleopatra, turning the palms over, nice straight arms. Keeping up and down on those tiptoes. Keeping that length through the spine. Good. And coming back down. Popping hands on the hips then. Little pelvic tilting forward to the centre and back. Forward and back. One more forward, centre and find that middle position. Okay, you're going to bring your weight over onto your left leg, keeping that core engaged, and all you're going to do is bring the leg up and down. Standing on your left leg, my right leg, up and down with the opposite leg. Lower down, keep the weight through the static leg, take the leg out and back in. Out and back in. And one more. Transfer your weight onto the other side. Bring your feet hip width apart. Weight over, up and down. So weight onto your right leg, my left leg. One more. And take the leg out and back in. Out. Good. Bring the weight back through to both legs. Little quarter squats. You don't want to squat down too far here. Keeping those pelvic floor muscles engaged. Tummy nice and tight. Mini squats up and down. Everyone should feel a little bit warmer now. And last one. Hands back onto your hips then. Coming up and down onto those toes. And one more. Okay, that's our warm-up complete then. We're going to come down onto the mat on all fours in a minute. 2 things to avoid during pregnancy. You don't want to be lying flat on your back, okay? Make sure you're raised up as per your conversation with your own physiotherapist. And also, when your bump's showing, you don't want to be lying on your front. Okay, so to come down onto all fours, what we're going to do is stand to the side of our mat, keeping our Pilates posture, and we're going to roll the spine down. So chin to chest, roll the spine forward, rolling level by level, touching the floor, and restacking that spine. And again, chin to chest, shoulder rolls forward and down towards the mat. Restacking that spine level by level. Last one, this time we are going to go down onto the mat. Chin to chest, roll the spine down. Walk those hands down onto the mat. And we're going to come into all fours. Okay, starting from here then. So again, we're going to reset that spine. So chin to chest, lengthen through the back of the neck. Shoulder blades back and down. I want you to imagine that you've got a tray of lemonade on your back. Don't let it slide off. So you're going to pull your belly button away from the line of your trousers, activate through the core. I'm going to just start with cat. So what we're going to do is arch the spine up, bring the chin to chest, tuck the tailbone under, and then come back to a neutral position. Arch the spine up, chin to chest, and back to neutral. And 2 more. Breathe out as you curl. Breathe in back to neutral. One more. Good. Resetting the spine so the weight's through all 4 points. Starting off with your left leg, you're going to keep your knee bent. Just do some hip extensions, keeping your toes pointy, pointing that big toe towards the ceiling, squeezing through the bottom muscles. And one more. Lower that leg down. Same again with the other leg. Warming up through those glutes and hamstrings, keeping that weight even through the hands and through the leg that's still on the floor. Don't let that spine move. 2 more. And last one. And relax down. This time, the left leg, you're going to lengthen through the leg, touch the toe down to the floor, lift the leg. Toe to the floor. 2 more. 1 more. Hold the leg high if you can, ladle circles. 2 more. Lower the leg down. Reset the spine, swap legs, lengthen through that leg, toe down, push up. Good. Squeezing through those bottom muscles. 1 more. Hold the leg out, ladle circles. And lower that leg down. Now we're going to go into swimming, but just the arms this time. So bringing one arm up, lowering down. Other arm up, and lowering down. Now as we're doing this, we want to keep the core engaged. Keep the weight even through the 4 points. Don't let the spine move. Try and get the palms in line with the shoulders, so the arms are a nice straight line, in line with the spine. And this time you're going to bring your heels together, sit back into that shell stretch. If you've got a big bump, make sure that those knees are nice and far apart. 3 deep breaths here. Push through the palms, come back up into 4 points. Swimming opposite arms and legs then. So this time, if you can, you're going to do right arm, left leg. Hold, then lower. Left arm, right leg. Lengthen through the arm and the leg. Keep the tummy engaged. Hold for a second if you can. Slowly lower down. Good. 1 more each side. And last one. Push back into shell stretch. Nice wide knees this time. Now if you can, we're going to roll onto one side. Okay. So if you've got a little cushion, pop it underneath your ear and your shoulder. Pilates posture when we're lying down on the mat. Chin to chest, lengthen through the back of the spine. Make sure shoulders, hips, knees and ankles are stacked on top of one another. Activate through your core. Imagine you've got a little mini blueberry or marshmallow underneath this side. You want to gently lift the body so that you're not squashing this imaginary blueberry. Once we've set the spine, we're going to start off then with clamshell level 1. Opening, closing that top hip. Keeping that alignment at the spine. Keeping the core engaged. And not letting those hips move. Good. Lengthening through the top leg if we can. Raising the leg and lowering down. Good. 2 more here. Last one. Drop the leg just so it's in line with the hip. Point the toe forward, side kick level 1. So you're going to point the toe forward, pull the heel back. Imagine you're floating that top leg on a table, forward and back. And 2 more. Good. Hold the leg at hip height, point the toes, ladle circles backwards. Lower the leg down, bring that top leg in front of the body, just stretch through the side of that hip. Now when we're ready, we're going to push up onto our side and we're going to come onto the other side. And I'm going to turn myself around so I'm still facing the camera. Okay, lying yourself down onto the mat then. Restacking that Pilates posture. Shoulders, hip, knees and ankles on top of one another. Mini blueberry underneath that side. Activating through the core. Clamshell level 1. Opening and closing the top leg. Good. Keep going there. Straightening through the top leg. Pointing the toe up. Heel down to lower down. Just knocking my fireplace over. Keep that going. 2 more. Last one. Bringing the leg to hip height, pointing the toe forward, flat foot back, side kick level 1. Good, 2 more here. Coming back to the midline, straighten the leg, small circles backwards. Bending that knee, bringing the leg in front of the body, little stretch. Okay, come and go onto all fours. And to finish off then, we're going to come up into kneeling. Okay, so if you need a pillow underneath those knees, that's absolutely fine. Okay, if we can start off in high kneeling then, so Pilates stance, chin to chest, nice wide smiley collarbones, shoulder blades back and down. Tighten through the tummy muscles, pull up through pelvic floor. Similar to as we started then, dumb waiter, squeezing the shoulder blades out, and bringing the arms back in. Breathing out as you open the arms. Breathing out to open, in to close. Out into Cleopatra. Out to open. Now we're going to go into mermaid arms. Take the arm over the body, pull back, and swap side. And one more. And to stretch through our thoracic spine, so you can get quite tight during pregnancy, clasp your arms together, chest stretch. Reach up to the ceiling, and lower the arms down. Clasp arms together, chest stretch forward, arms to the ceiling, and round. Last one to finish off, and we'll wrap the class up there. And down. There's a short antenatal class. Just to finish off, I'm just going to go through a quick PowerPoint just to go through the role of the pelvic floor muscles. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so the role of pelvic floor muscles then. So this is just a quick PowerPoint that I've created. Okay, just for information purposes. So, the role of pelvic floor muscles in Pilates. Antenatal is a good time to start pelvic floor. In order to activate our pelvic floor muscles, activate the muscles on the exhale or the breath out, and inhale or breathe in to loosen off the pelvic floor. The function of the pelvic floor. Pelvic floor and abdominal muscles will contract when there's an increase of abdominal pressure, such as bending, lifting, sneezing and straining. This helps to keep your bladder, bowel and uterus from being forced downwards. Allow the prevention of leakage and emptying the bladder and bowel. Sexual function for better grip and sensation, and postural support alongside the deep abdominal muscles. The diagram just shows our pelvic bones and the position of our pelvic floor muscles. How do I correctly use my pelvic floor muscles? Pull up your muscles from your back passage as if you are stopping yourself from passing wind and emptying your bladder. Do not hold your breath, and it is quite normal for you to lower your stomach to pull back towards your spine. See if you can hold your muscles for up to 10 seconds and notice when the muscles let themselves relax. This is the maximum hold your muscles can do, therefore keep to this length of holding until you can hold for longer. Try and do some quick contractions and see how many you can do for up to 10 times. How can I check I'm working the muscles correctly? Sit on a hard surface or roll down between your legs, and you should feel the area between your back passage and vaginal opening or your perineum lift upwards. You may feel or see the lower part of your stomach move inwards. How often should we exercise? You should aim to exercise 8 to 12 pelvic floor contractions, holding for up to 10 seconds and up to 10 quick contractions. You should do this at least 3 times a day. Do not overwork your pelvic floor. It is equally important that you feel the muscles relaxing as much as they contract. If you feel that on relaxing nothing happens to the pelvic floor, it's because the muscles are tired, so rest them. You may also find that towards the end of the day, the muscles do not work as hard as they do at the beginning of the day, so try not to do too many in the evening. Okay, so there's the end of my pelvic floor PowerPoint and my small antenatal Pilates class. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you can join me for the next one. Thank you.